not only did we get the first meeting face-to-face between Fisk and Matt, but we also got a showdown at the very end of the last episode. Dude, that was really, really unexpected, but really welcomed. But yeah, last episode was really great. So I'm really looking forward to this episode yet again, like I've been for the past... How many episodes now? We're on to episode 10, I think. But yeah, guys, I am back for another reaction, another commentary, another review for Daredevil Season 1. And we are on episode 10, Nelson vs. Murdock. I hope they don't fight or something bad happens between them two, because I like them as a pair. So Foggy and Matt, really hope they get to work out whatever is going to happen in this episode, because it seems whenever I hear... a versus, I think something bad's gonna happen. I mean, like, just take, for example, Batman v Superman. They fought it out pretty good, so hopefully that's not what we're gonna see between Foggy and Murdock. But who knows? Maybe they beef it out, and maybe they have to settle some differences they have between each other, but at the very least, I hope they work it out. But yeah, we are on to episode 10. Last episode was a ride. Every episode so far has been such a great time. So, as always, I'm looking forward to this episode. Don't know what to expect, but versus, when I heard Nelson versus Murdock, yeah, it just makes me suspect that there might be a little beef between the two people, which will pose to be an interesting episode, but hopefully it's nothing too bad. But yeah, I am really anticipating this episode, as always. But you know why I'm here. You know what I'm about to do. I'm here to react for you guys, commentate, as well as give a little short review, and see how the episode holds up as a whole. And it's in the entirety of Season 1. But you've seen so far that every episode has held up, so I really doubt this won't. But yeah, guys, I've really enjoyed this series. Daredevil, really a great show, especially Season 1, so I'm really anticipating Season 2, and it seems like I'm getting some positive reactions from you guys, positive feedback. So, yeah, I think you guys are enjoying the series, so probably going to make more of these after Season 1 until we hit the end of Season 3. But yeah, this has been a great time, and I just love this show now. I am so glad I started this show with you guys, and I've been reacting to it, because... it is something very unexpected from Marvel. This is really a different take from Marvel, and yeah, it is very welcome in a series that is so kind of kid-friendly in a way. Not too kid-friendly, but you know what I mean. It's more kind of pushed towards the younger generation. But Daredevil, you know, these episodes on Netflix, it's more adult and is very welcomed by me. And I know you guys love it as well. So, yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this. Episode 10... Nelson vs. Murdock. Oh, more bruises, more... oh, yeah, I forgot where we left off. He freaking jumped out a window into the river. Dude, Fisk gave him a freaking beating. Well, no, also, Nobu, right? Is that his name? Nobu? That's the guy who also really kind of beat up Matt as well. But no, Fisk really took advantage of him being wounded. Dude, you're gonna have to take a couple nights off, at least.
Do that if I were you. Just tell me one thing, Matt. Are you even really blind?
Oh. Oh, shoot. This... yeah, okay, now I understand the title. Yeah, this is gonna be a big problem.
Load.
A flashback?
What?
This is them in college?
Yeah, who are you looking for? Oh! You're my roomie! Matt Murdock. Foggy Nelson.
The first meetup between the two.
You're not from Hell's Kitchen, are you? Yeah, born and raised. You are a hero. You got your peepers knocked out saving that old dude. They didn't get knocked out. Good, because that would be...
yeah, they didn't get knocked out. It seems like they're hitting it off.
Dance around me like I'm made of glass. Yeah, just a guy, right? Really good-looking guy.
That's kind of... I don't swing that way.
Girls must love that. The whole...
he thought he swings that way.
Yes, no doubt.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Me and you, Maverick and Goose, no secrets. Goose died. And
Goose died?
a good place to get a cup of coffee.
Oh my god, that is so true. I don't think Foggy wants to be Goose. Oh, that was a pretty good transition.
That's not, are you even listening? How many fingers am I holding up? One.
He's blind, man. He just can kick ass pretty well. Yeah, this would probably be really hard to take in, especially if you're like so supposedly he's the person's best friend who's doing all the kick-assery. This would be something that would really mess you up inside, being like, oh, I thought we had no secrets.
I got some chemicals flashed in my eyes when I was a kid that gave me heightened senses. Maybe not lead with that. Did you blow up those buildings?
No!
Shoot those cops?
No!
You even need to ask that. You're a lawyer. You're supposed to be helping people.
He is helping
Get a
people.
mask. Do you know what they call that? A vigilante. Someone who acts outside of the law.
Yeah. Sometimes the law can't get it done.
Foggy.
Dude.
She deserves to know. You can't tell her. Foggy.
No, yeah. Dude, man, come on. Karen has only been in your life for like how many episodes? And how long has Foggy been in your life? I mean, I understand that Foggy should have known this before, but Karen I don't think needs to know yet.
I got this, Karen.
Dude,
I'll call you if we need anything.
that's pretty mean. Just trying to help.
I just lied to somebody that I care about.
Damn, Foggy's really emotional.
Don't you leave a damn thing out.
I mean, it makes sense, though. It's kind of like, looks like the rooftop where Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, the first movie, dropped off Kirsten Dunst's MJ. Kinda. Might be it. No, I don't think it is. But it looks pretty similar. I'm surprised he's seeing her again after what happened in episode 8. How she kind of belittled him and he kind of like just grew really angry and like flipped the table and stuff like that. He was pretty pissed with her. I wonder how many languages Fisk knows or speaks. Honestly, if you want to learn many new languages, I would say Daredevil is a show for you. They were speaking Russian. Now they're speaking, is it Chinese? Chinese, right?
There is conflict within you. Man cannot be both savior and oppressor. Choose, and choose wisely.
Fisk is at a fork in the road.
Or others shall choose for you.
I understand that what he thinks he's doing is good, but come on, man, the way you approach it, just know.
You think you're improving?
That's good. I hope that's true. I hope he's just not saying that to make her feel better.
I should be here with you, not chasing down leads, getting my ass in trouble.
Your name is Ben Urich, and you are a reporter. It's not a job. It's who you are.
Been a reporter for a long time. That's probably all he knows. He eats, sleeps, and breathes reporting.
Experience made you more careful. Wise.
That's what happens with time, man. You mature. You learn. And I think that's what is happening with Ben Urich. Because he was like so, I don't know, eager, right? It sounded like he was a very eager reporter when he was younger and he got into a lot of trouble with, I don't know, just the people he was reporting on and like what he would do. But yeah, now it seems like he's smarter because he's aged. Damn. Does she have dementia? Alzheimer's? Dementia? I thought she was getting better.
Let's speak outside.
What? I want to hear what they were talking about. This is a heavy subject. Yeah, dementia and Alzheimer, that type of stuff, really not something to take in lightly.
The hell you get all this crap?
Internet.
You're shitting me.
Dude, he seems like he heals pretty good, because he looks a lot better than we just saw him, like a few minutes ago.
You can hear a heartbeat?
Yep.
From across the room?
Yep.
Helps to anticipate behavior. That's how you knew Karen was telling the truth. When we first met her at the precinct.
Yep. That's his power. One of his powers.
Permission? We're lawyers. You can't do that.
Why not?
There's a system in place, and it's weird and invasive.
Why can't he do that?
Are you telling me that since I've known you, any time I wasn't telling the truth, you knew?
It's not his fault. It was a gift given to him.
If you weren't half dead, I would kick your ass, Murdock. Am I lying about that? No.
But you couldn't. I'm just saying, Foggy. I mean, you could try, but you probably
Watch out,
wouldn't.
everybody! I'm Blonde Matt Murdock! We are both one day going to be fine, upstanding members of the legal profession. You say lawyers in Spanish. Lawyers? Abogados. Grande avocados.
Avocados. Damn, that seems like they really clicked. Because it seemed like Foggy was coming on really strong when they first met, but it seemed like they kind of bonded. I guess it was a match made in friendship heaven.
Shut up! Kiss my ass. Are you trying to tell me that you didn't take Spanish to snuggle up to what's her name? The Greek girl. Whatever happened to her? She was smoking. Oh, man. Didn't work out.
So he really was a playboy, wasn't he? Is that comic book realistic? Was he really like kind of like a bachelor, a playboy, kind of like Bruce Wayne or those type of rich people like Tony Stark? I guess he got around with the women.
Hey, did you get the spins? It's even worse for me, I think, because my senses are so what?
He was about to just say that by accident. His senses have heightened. He didn't. He almost screwed up right there.
All you ever wanted was for me to use my head, not my fist. My mom wanted me to be a butcher.
Not the butcher story. A lot of continuity. I know I always repeat myself, but that's great that they keep They have that in the show where they don't really like skip over stuff they said in the past. They kind of go back over it, so that's cool. Like small details. I know like the main stuff, of course, they're gonna repeat it in the episodes, but I mean like the small ones like that. Like my mom wanted me to be a butcher, or like I used to drink alcohol when I would stitch up my father. Like those are small details that they didn't have to put back in, but they did. So I appreciate that.
Me and you, pal, we're gonna do this.
Yes, you guys are.
Damn avocados this city's ever seen.
Hospice.
Got him in? Yeah. Just checking.
Always good to have like a coworker or a friend check up on you when you feel when they feel like you're not 100% there.
Cornered him in the bathroom this morning. He's packing it in at the end of the month. Metro could use you. It's a good section.
Oh, is he gonna get a promotion, or he's telling him that if he works harder, he could possibly move up?
How fancy I am. Like a damn peacock. Get you a bump. Better benefits for whatever comes up.
Seems like he has a lot going on in his life at the moment. Daredevil, his wife, possible promotion. Seems like there's a lot on his plate.
Foggy, it's me. Again? Call me back.
I don't know what's going on. Always seems like something's going on. They could never have a off day where they could just chill. Yeah, that's not odd at all. A Converse box on your table.
Shit.
You're out of cream.
No,
Yeah, just barge in there. Yeah, that's normal. You won't scare someone half to death.
Did you read it?
Unlocked. Go ahead.
Open it. What is it? A hand? A finger? Oh, cards.
Why are you giving it to me?
Is he quitting? Is he just gonna focus on his wife now? Oh, I hope he's not quitting. Ben Urich, man. Best reporter that in Hell's Kitchen, right?
Just how important this is.
I know how important it is, Karen. It's just not the most important. I made a few calls. This place, I can't put her in here. But take some time off and bring her home.
Do you think that will help, though? I don't know if that will benefit her.
Take a ride with me. There's a nursing home that I just heard about upstate.
Oh, now she's helping him.
Might change your mind.
I mean, you helped her out for a little bit. Now it's her turn to help you out.
I need you to speak with Gao. Reassure her everything is fine.
You weren't particularly fond of Nobu. Thought he was unsettling, if I recall.
I think you're unsettling half the time. See me lighting a match?
Wesley is a pretty sketchy dude, honestly. I feel like a lot of people need to worry about Wesley besides Fisk. Fisk is the only one that really doesn't need to keep an eye out on him, because Wesley's like his right-hand man.
Gal's right. You've changed. All right, I'll go speak with her.
Yeah, you better listen to Fisk.
In the matter. Sure, why not? We're all in this together, right? That junkie that killed Elena. They found it. Brett says he took a dive off the roof. Building he was shooting up in. Did you do that? It's Fisk. Covering his ass.
He's not a killer, man. You've known him for so long. You've known him through college. So how many years is that? Like 10? 15? I don't know, man. Like, give him a little credit. He's trying to do the right thing. I know you don't believe him yet, but you soon will.
What happened to all that talk about going after him through the system? Making the law work for us. Sometimes law.
He's kind of right there.
Just bumped into Morales. Guess what he heard? They're gonna offer us the job. No more interning in a broom closet.
You think what happened there today was right?
No, Matt, I don't think it was right. But according to the law, if he did disclose trade secrets to a third party other than his doctor,
It seems like Matt was the one who had the correct idea with the trying to do right in the way beginning, too. And Foggy seemed like the one who really just wanted to move up the ranks and kind of make a quick buck. So it seems like nothing really has changed so far from back then to now. But it seems like they were both on opposite ends, and it kind of gave them a good balance of, I don't know, doing the right thing.
Why didn't you tell me it was that serious?
Saying it means it's true.
I'm sorry.
You gotta, I know. It's really tough, man, because this is situations in life where, like, stuff is so bad that sometimes you can't just but help but just be all like, yeah, life is shit, I can't really do anything. I just gotta sit here and take it, I guess. No, there's no bright side, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but you gotta try, at least. I don't know. I think a lot of people, including myself, we just need to try to look at the bright side or look at the light at the end of the tunnel and look and hope for better. Because, like, if you just give up and you just sit and wallow in it, then there's really no point. Your body's just gonna deteriorate and you're just gonna give up on life.
This is a waste of time.
you run around dressed like a moron, beating people up. It's not that simple, and you know it.
Dude, this is not the right way to talk about what Matt is. I mean, like, at least have a conversation, not yell at him.
I'd lay awake at night, listening to the sirens. I like to put stories to them. But after I lost my sight, after my abilities developed,
His hearing must have been like 10 times more honed than a dog's, because you know when a siren drives by and you hear a dog bark or like growl or like, what do you call it, like howl? Dude, his hearing must have like really sucked when he heard a siren.
Strangling Hell's Kitchen. One night, I heard it.
Heard what?
Little girl.
Oh, there you go.
Bed in a building down the block. Her father liked to go to her room late at night.
Oh, God.
When his wife was asleep.
Disgusting.
Jesus. Well, I couldn't do anything to help that little girl, but I could.
So this was his first,
Wait till he was
I
gone.
guess, task at becoming the masked vigilante.
You touch your daughter again, and I will know.
Dude, alright, stop. You're seeing red.
Maybe it isn't only about justice, Matt. Maybe it's about you having an excuse to hit someone.
Why don't we talk to somebody that actually lives here? See what it's really like.
Oh, is this planned?
Skin and attendant is fine.
Or we could just knock.
Oh, this was planned from the get-go. Does she know this lady? Black and white picture. Probably a movie from her childhood.
We wanted to ask you some questions.
About how do I get at St. Benazet?
It's very nice, isn't it? It is.
That is very nice. It looks very expensive. They have a freaking fireplace in there, too?
Your first marriage, who was that to?
He tried so hard. He drank, you know.
First marriage?
I didn't.
Did you have any children?
He's such a good boy. Comes to see me every weekend.
What's his name?
Wilson.
Fisk?
Wait, what?
I haven't used that name since.
Wait, what?
His father, he was Wilson. Just wanted him to stop.
Dude.
It wasn't his fault, but he did.
Bam.
This is mistake.
Mind blown. Again. That's his mom?
Why a man such as myself?
So that's the mom who cut up his father in that flashback we saw in episode 8, right? Dude, this is just, it all comes full circle. This is crazy.
I question.
I would have never guessed that. I mean, she doesn't really look like the mom we saw in the flashback, but I mean, like, you know, time, age. That's crazy. So she knew.
Affected by the recent attacks.
Karen.
In all, I thank you. Please enjoy your evening.
He's very awkward, man, but Vincent, I'll just say Vincent, he really does a good job at playing Fisk. Damn, he really is a good actor.
Thank you for coming.
Great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. It means the world to me and to my organization.
Playing nice, aren't you? Little do they know.
In a room with so many deep pockets since the junk bomb days. Anybody need a drink as bad as I do?
It's a hell of a speech, Fisk. Ever think about running for office?
I'll leave that to people like you, Senator.
Damn, he's touching. He's rubbing against all the rich folk. He's really playing his role to a T. Oh, what happened here? Heart attack? Wait, what? Is it from the alcohol? Oh, Vanessa. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is gonna tick him off. Dude, if she dies... Dude, what just happened?
You're gonna get yourself killed. You keep this up.
Actually, that's a good question. I know in comic books you never really die in comic books, but has Daredevil actually died in a comic book? I know. Has every superhero died at least once in a comic book? That's an interesting question for me. I don't know. That's just something that I would like to know.
We don't live in a world that's fair. We live in this.
That's true. The world is a horrible place, scary place, bad place, disgusting place.
You really think that anyone would believe that I didn't know what you were doing? That Karen didn't know?
Wow.
This city needs me in that man's fight.
Damn, it's hitting them both hard.
I wouldn't have kept this from you, man.
He was only trying to protect the ones he loves, man. He was doing it out of I don't know, he just thought it was the right decision. Oh, come on, Foggy. Seriously? Matt doesn't have a lot of friends, man. You can't walk out on him now.
That's all I'm saying.
This is our future. Huh. Feels like a napkin.
It's a
It feels like a
drawing
napkin.
design.
Future. Oh, that's a pretty good drawing.
There is no one I'd rather be doing this with.
Wow,
Seriously.
that's sweet.
Me too, pal. Nelson and Murdock, attorneys at law.
Here we go. On to a bigger, better future. Don't tell me Foggy's leaving. I think you're overreacting a little bit, man. He was doing this to protect you. Oh my god. This is exactly what I did not want this episode to lead to. Don't tell me they're gonna cut it off now. Okay. Yeah, should have suspected that. Should have guessed that. But, alright. I guess we're gonna have to talk about it now, but, really looking forward to episode 11 now. I really hope Foggy comes back. Nelson versus Murdock. That is totally what we got in this episode. Yeah, guys, we just wrapped up episode 10 of season 1 of Daredevil, and shit's really hitting the fan now, man. Let's talk about it first. I want to get your guys' opinion on this, because this is really something that I would like to know. Like, honestly, your guys' opinion off of, because what my opinion is, my perspective is, I think Matt did the right thing by not telling Foggy, and I think Foggy is overreacting a little bit, but I get where Foggy is coming from. I understand that finding out that your friend is the one you see on the news basically every night now, and he's the one that the news is saying that he's doing all this bad stuff, like the blowing up of the Russians' warehouse and like the killing the cops and stuff of that nature. Like everything on the news is pertaining to the man in the mask, and that's who your best friend is, and you just found out that that is your friend. You ripped off the mask and you saw, oh shoot, that's my best friend. And Foggy, I understand where he's coming from, like I said. I understand why he would be flipping out and how emotional he is towards this situation. He's got to understand why Matt did it, and Matt is trying to explain it to him, and I feel like Foggy's really not having it. And it's kind of making me upset, because I know this is a show, this is meant to be dramatic, and I know it is supposed to kind of lengthen out the series a little more to give it more of I don't know, like a problem, but besides the problem Matt has between him and Fisk. And, you know, that kind of underbelly mafia situation where he's trying to take them down and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is probably like a side kind of story where it's like they need more conflict in this show, and so I guess they added more conflict by revealing that Matt is Daredevil to Foggy, who had no clue of it. And it seems like we got a lot of flashbacks of how they have been through a lot together, especially going through law school and becoming best friends, and like really not, it seemed like they were not keeping any secrets from one another, but we could see that Matt was kind of hiding the biggest and probably most important secret that Foggy definitely would probably have liked to known, that Matt had these abilities and these powers, and I don't know, knew how to like do martial arts and stuff like that, because Foggy had basically no clue about this. So that really being said, I do understand why Foggy's acting like this, but I feel like Foggy's being one-sided and not really open-minded. He's not really hearing out Matt's side of the story. He's just really telling Matt how he personally feels and why he is wrong for doing all this stuff. And I really believe that Foggy should be more willing to have an actual conversation with Matt rather than just kind of like scolding him and telling him he's wrong for doing all this stuff. And it really kind of does tick me off, but I guess that makes a good show, right? It's supposed to involve you in the show and make you feel like you're actually part of it, and kind of like make you feel like this is a life or death situation, which proves to be a pretty good show if they can do that and make you feel that certain way. So Daredevil has basically, or not basically, it has definitely made me feel that type of way. So kudos to the makers of this show, man. I know I say that a lot, but it's very true. This is such a great show, and it really makes me feel personally that I'm really invested in this show. It just makes me feel some type of way every time I put it on, and I haven't felt this way about a show in a while. So that being said, Daredevil is really great. Yeah, the situation between Foggy and Matt, I'm 99% sure they're gonna resolve it and become best friends again, and the ending thing between them, the ending factor of like the last conversation they have before they become best friends and they're a team again in a law firm, I feel like it's gonna be like no more secrets or something like that, and then they're gonna hug it out or like shake it out, or I don't know, just high five or something. But yeah, I feel like they're gonna resolve it. I might be wrong. Maybe this is the end of Matt and Foggy, the team up, the law firm, the everything, the three of them, Karen, Foggy, Matt. Maybe it is the end, but I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt that. So yeah, but it really makes me look forward to future episodes and seeing how they resolve this. But like I said, I'm on Matt's side. I'm not really on Foggy's side, even though I understand where he's coming from, and I understand that he would have liked to known this beforehand and have not Matt hide this from him. But I understand more so why Matt did it. So yeah, I'm Team Matt. You let me know your opinions, though. Let me know how you feel about this situation. If, like, you were a superhero or you were the friend of a superhero, would you want them to tell you? Would you want them to, break that code of, hide it from the ones they love most so they won't get hurt or be used against them in, like, a fight or something like that? Would you understand, or would you kind of side with Foggy on that and be like really upset, and that's like a make it or break it situation between a relationship with your best friend? I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. But yeah, moving on, we get to see Fisk kind of rubbing shoulders with the high-ups and kind of making more friends with the rich people and kind of getting it done how he said he was going to get it done. But you also see conflict between him and the people he works with, like the mob, the mafia people, the ones who are doing the drugs and the gun running and stuff like that. So there's a lot of conflict going on with Fisk and his life situation at the moment, which I shouldn't feel bad for, but I like I said, I feel closer relationship with Vincent's Fisk over Michael Clark Duncan's Fisk. So the show has really done a good job at humanizing this Fisk and making me feel kind of sympathetic towards him. But also we know he's a bad guy. And so I can't say that I'm really unhappy that he is getting all this shit happening to him, because we just saw Vanessa get poisoned with the alcohol. I hope we find who did that in episode 11, because that's really out of left field. I was not expecting that to happen. Seems like Fisk is really having a lot of problems, and I can't say that I'm unhappy about it, but I can't really say I'm happy about it. It's just he's a bad guy, but also you feel kind of sympathetic for him, especially when we saw in episode 8, I believe, the flashback of him as a kid and what he had to go through with his father, and him actually beating him to a bloody pulp with the hammer. Fisk has gone through a traumatic life. So we understand why he is the way he is now, and it's really tough not to feel sympathetic towards this character. And you don't want to, because he's a bad guy deep down inside, but you also kind of not relate to him. Maybe some people relate to him. I don't really relate to the character that much, but I do feel sympathy for him sometimes. And that's bad, because I don't want to, because he's a bad guy. The show did a really good job at humanizing him. That's all I have to say left about Fisk. But yeah, we saw Vanessa get hurt. I wonder if she dies. I wonder if she lives. I wonder what happens, because that was really weird. The alcohol being poisoned, that was something out of left field. Very interesting. As well, we didn't see Claire, but we heard about her in this show. We saw Karen taking Ben Urich to not a hospice, but a kind of a home for the elderly, where he's going to place his wife in the future, because we can see that her condition is really worsening. So that's tough. That's a tough situation. Dementia or Alzheimer's, whatever she has, she's losing her memory. You could see that because she's forgetting stuff. We could see that when Ben Urich was in the hospital, and she totally forgot who he was after talking to him for 5 minutes. So now he has to find a place, and Karen took him to a home that seems to be very expensive. And she took him to meet someone who I was not expecting to be Fisk's mother. The one we saw chop up her husband, the guy who Fisk beat with a hammer. That's the same woman. Did not expect that. Really, my mind was blown after that scene. Crazy. Honestly, awesome though. Really was not expecting that, but it really was welcome. So, wow. That was really smart on Karen's part. I don't know how she knew she was there, but she did, and she brought Ben in because he was about to quit the job that he signed up for with helping out Karen, because he needs to focus on, more stuff, the more important stuff with him and his wife and finding a place for her. But wow, did not expect that. Really welcomed it. Wow. Fisk's mother is in the home, and I guess they're going to get some questions out of her, and I don't know, they're going to get to the bottom of stuff and kind of get a backstory on Fisk, stuff they don't already know, which is, yeah, that's cool, dope. Bring it on. That was awesome. That was an awesome scene. So my rating for this scene, I would have to say it is a solid A, man. Honestly, this is not any less. This was just a great episode. Another great episode. Another episode that I really like, and I lost track of time. I really didn't see how fast the time was going, because I was really invested in this episode, and I really loved it. It was great. A from me. Does it hold up? Of course it holds up. It was just another fantastic episode of Season 1 of Daredevil, and this show is really shown to have no flaws to me. It really does hold up in every aspect of the word, and it's great. Daredevil, Season 1, Episode 10, Nelson vs. Murdock. Great episode. I really liked it. I hope you guys did too. It was very enjoyable. Just the whole situation between two best friends. Who can't relate to that? When, there's a secret that one best friend withheld from the other best friend, and, for so long, and it's such a huge secret. Who cannot relate to being felt, betrayed? Honestly. I feel like everybody in a point in time has felt betrayed by someone or another. It's something that we go through life, and we kind of try to figure out, and we try to get through, and we try to it's just something that I feel a lot of people can relate to. So great episode, really great episode. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. But as always, if you guys like what you watched, maybe hit that like button. It really does help with the channel. And if you guys like what you saw, and if you haven't subscribed already, maybe hit that subscribe button. It's free. Putting out more content, more Daredevil. We're almost done with the first season, but after that, I'm going to be putting out other content, more movies for you guys. This has been a TV show, so I'm going to probably go back to movies and then maybe do season 2 of Daredevil or go to another show. I don't know. You guys are just going to have to subscribe to see what I do next. So, anticipation is killing you? Subscribe and you'll find out. But yeah, guys, leave a comment down below what you guys thought of this episode, because I think it was great. I really enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys did too. But yeah, leave a comment down below how you guys felt about it, and I'd like to see your guys' opinions on this episode. But other than that, as always, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright? Peace!